So let me ask you something. What do you guys call this? I'm Puerto Rican, so this in my culture is called a greca or a cafetera. And basically, it's a quick way to make espresso style coffee or coffee in general. Every This is not just a Puerto Rican thing. It's famous here in America. It's overseas. It's everywhere. What do you guys call yours? Cafetera, greca, mocha cup, cafe maker. Anyway, just figured I ask. So I did a thing the other day. Well, actually today, but by the time you see this, it'll be the other day. Not root for the Washington football team. That's a different problem on its own. But I made a conscious effort to take less money in, but help someone out in the process, which ended up helping me. I purchased an Apple Watch, so I decided I will sell it and recoup as much of it back and then maybe a little extra. If you sold anything on Facebook Market, you know how people try to, you ask for 400 bucks, for instance, they'll offer you $1.50. Just how they are. And they mean it. They're not kidding. They really mean it. Take $1.50 for your $400 object. But anyway, a person asked me, would I take $600 for the watch that I was asking for $725 for? And they said if I'm willing to do that, then they could come pick it up after they leave their shift at the firehouse in the morning. And I said, quickly I said, no, thank you, but good luck with your search. Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, this person's a firefighter. This person, every day of his life, has decided when he goes to work, his job is to risk his life to make sure other people are safe. As a former military man in the Marine Corps for 6 years, I decided to remember that we need to take care of those who take care of others. And that's it. I reached back out to him and I told him, hey, if you could do 640, I'll drive out to you and give you the watch as long as you allow me to take a photo. Because as the photographer in me, a photo of a fire department gentleman is always a great photo opportunity. He thought about it, he agreed, he said, okay, no problem. I went out there to New York City this morning, met up with him, and he took me on a tour of his fire station as a thank you to take photos and stuff like that, but also as a thank you for the discount. He is stationed on Marine One, which is a New York City Fire Department that sits on the Hudson River, and their main patrol area is the Hudson River. I got to walk across the ship that can spit out 50,000 gallons of water a second or a minute, I don't remember, depending on how many of their cannons are firing at one time. 50,000 gallons, whether it's per second or per minute, is astonishing. We talked about the stuff that he does. He's part of the rescue team, so if someone gets into the water, their fast boat is one of the first boats on the water able to respond to these kind of things. They also have a large ship, which I mentioned had those 50,000 gallon guns, and I got to walk across it, take some photos, and I've been showing you all along once I started talking about him. But it was just another reminder of why you should sometimes take a step back to look out for others, because in my case, it was one of the most exciting things I've done since coming back to the civilian sector. Like, I was able to walk on ships that 95% of the world will never ever walk on, if not, a higher percentage than that, right? How many people get to walk on a New York City fireboat, whatever they're called? It was just an awesome experience. I had a really great time. I don't know if I'll ever talk to this gentleman again, but I'm sure I will never forget him. I'm sure that, I'm going to send him some photos that we took together and just thank him again for the opportunity, even though he kept saying, no, thank you. It was one of those things where sometimes if you put enough good juju out there, some good juju will bounce back onto you. That was it. This has been my theme lately, about doing good for others so that, you could just be in a better place mentally. I think you feel better when you help people. and that's not for everyone. Some people just need to help themselves. But you and I, we aren't those people. We want to do well. We want to do good, and we have the power to do good. So remember, take your photography and do good with it. Isn't that Andrew Good Cameras saying? Do good with your camera. I truly believe in that. So that was a quick video. Just wanted to tell you about the exciting and awesome thing I did. I didn't take any video because out of respect, I didn't want to overstay my welcome. But he like I said, he let me take these photos, and I'm truly honored and grateful. So next time you see a firefighter out there, buy him a cup of coffee. Tell him how great he is. And, maybe if he's having a bad day, you just cheered him up. Either way, stay strong, stay positive. Always love, respect the beard. Go do something good with yourself and go drink some coffee. But you don't have to root for the Washington football team like I do. Don't put that on yourself.